The Path to Financial Freedom, The Psychology of Money, Part 2. Welcome back. I'm glad you decided to join me today. I want to extend a warm thank you because you chose to take time out of your life and invested it in watching this video, and to me that means so much. I value you and your time, so thank you. My intention is to deliver high amounts of value in this journey together, so let's jump into it. This is part 2 of the mini-series titled The Path to Financial Freedom, The Psychology of Money. If you missed part 1, I encourage you to go back and watch it because these videos do build on one another, and I certainly wouldn't want you to miss out on any key concepts I will be sharing with you. And by the way, you're not going to want to miss a single episode in this valuable mini-series, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell, so you are notified when we release another valuable, exciting and educational video. Before we dive into the nuts and bolts of Chapter 2 and the psychology of money, let's illustrate what we will learn today with a brief but powerful story. The Price of Belief, a short story. Sophia sat at the kitchen table, staring at the unopened bills in front of her. The numbers weighed on her like a burden she had carried her entire life. It wasn't just about money, it was about the fear, the anxiety, the feeling of never having enough, no matter how hard she worked. She had always been careful with money. Growing up in a household where every dollar was stretched, where "we can't afford it" was the most common phrase she heard, had shaped her deeply. Even now, with a stable job and a decent income, she found herself clutching every penny, terrified that one wrong move would leave her back in that tiny apartment where the lights were shut off more times than she could count. Her best friend, Elena, was different. She didn't seem to fear money, she embraced it. Sophia often watched in awe as Elena made investment decisions with confidence, as if money was an ally rather than an adversary. One evening, as they sat at their favorite cafe, Sophia finally voiced what had been on her mind for years. "How do you do it?" she asked. "How do you not stress over every cent? I feel like money controls me no matter how much I make." Elena sipped her coffee and leaned in. "Because I rewrote my money story." Sophia frowned. "What does that mean?" "You grew up in survival mode, Soph," Elena said gently. "Your parents struggled, so you learned to fear money. It wasn't something to use, it was something to hoard, to cling to. But money isn't the enemy, it's a tool." Sophia looked down. "I can't just change how I feel about money." Elena smiled. "You can. You have to recognize that the beliefs you carry about money aren't facts. They're lessons you were taught, and not all of them are true. Money doesn't disappear the second you use it wisely. Investing isn't gambling, and you're not doomed to struggle just because your family did." Sophia sat back, absorbing Elena's words. Could it really be that simple? That she had been living in a cycle of scarcity, not because she didn't have enough, but because she had been taught to believe she never would. That night, she opened a blank notebook and wrote down every belief she had about money. Money is hard to earn. Money disappears quickly. I have to save everything or I'll end up broke. Then she challenged each one. What if money isn't hard to earn, but just requires smart decisions? What if I can spend mindfully and still be secure? What if investing in myself, whether it's education, a business, or a smart investment, actually leads to more money instead of less? As she wrote, she felt something shift inside her. It wasn't an instant transformation, but it was a start. The first step in changing her financial destiny wasn't about making more money. It was about changing her relationship with it. And for the first time in her life, she felt like she was in control. This story brings the psychological power of money beliefs to life in a relatable way. So let's now dive into the lesson of Chapter 2, the psychology of money. Understanding that money is not just numbers in a bank account, it is a reflection of our deepest fears, insecurities, and desires. From childhood, we absorb beliefs about money, many of which hold us hostage in adulthood. Were you raised to believe money was scarce, that wealth was for other people, or that spending equals happiness? Perhaps it was the old adage that money doesn't grow on trees. These subconscious beliefs shape our financial destiny, often without us even realizing it. Unpacking childhood money traumas. Our financial habits and beliefs are often ingrained long before we ever earn our first paycheck. As children, we observe our parents' attitudes toward money, whether spoken or unspoken. Did your parents argue about finances? Were you constantly told that money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford this or that? Or perhaps you were raised in an environment where financial instability was a daily reality, leaving you with an underlying fear of scarcity. These early experiences create deep-seated emotional imprints that shape how we interact with money as adults. If money was a source of stress in your household, you may have developed a scarcity mindset, constantly feeling that no matter how much you earn, it will never be enough. Conversely, if money was used as a means to show love, you might struggle with compulsive spending as an adult, equating material possessions with emotional fulfillment. To break free from these patterns, we must first recognize them. Take a moment to reflect on your childhood money memories. How did your parents handle money? What messages did they pass down to you? Awareness is the first step toward change. The emotional triggers behind spending habits. Money is deeply emotional. It has the power to make us feel secure, successful, or even loved. But it can also trigger anxiety, guilt, and shame. Understanding the psychological triggers behind our spending habits can help us regain control over our finances. Retail therapy, buying happiness. For many, shopping becomes a coping mechanism for stress, boredom, or sadness. The temporary dopamine rush from a new purchase can feel like an emotional bandage. However, when the excitement fades, the underlying emotions remain, often accompanied by financial regret. Fear-driven financial decisions. Fear is one of the strongest motivators when it comes to money. Fear of poverty can lead to excessive frugality, where people deprive themselves of basic pleasures despite having financial security. On the other hand, fear of missing out, FOMO, can drive impulsive financial decisions, such as overspending on experiences or investments without thorough consideration. Guilt and shame around money. Many people experience guilt when spending money on themselves, even if they can afford it. Others feel shame over financial mistakes, such as accumulating debt. These emotions can be paralyzing, preventing individuals from taking proactive steps to improve their financial well-being. Cultivating a healthy relationship with money. Developing a healthy relationship with money requires shifting from fear-based financial habits to an abundance mindset. Here are some ways to reshape your psychological approach to money. Rewriting your money story. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, replace them with empowering ones. If you grew up believing that money is scarce, remind yourself that financial opportunities are abundant and attainable. If you were taught that wealth is reserved for others, recognize that financial success is possible for you too. Practicing mindful spending. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, is this aligned with my values and long-term goals? Mindful spending shifts the focus from impulse to intention, ensuring that your financial decisions contribute to your overall well-being. Developing an abundance mindset. An abundance mindset means believing that there is enough wealth and success to go around. It involves gratitude for what you have while remaining open to financial growth. This mindset reduces anxiety and promotes healthier financial behaviors, such as investing in personal development and seeking out opportunities for income growth, or even the value of investing in a mentor to help you get to that next level. Building emotional resilience around money. Money challenges are inevitable, but how we respond to them makes all the difference. Developing emotional resilience means recognizing setbacks as learning experiences rather than failures. Instead of dwelling on past financial mistakes, use them as stepping stones for growth. The psychological impact of financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having enough money to cover expenses. It's about reducing financial stress and gaining the ability to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. The psychological benefits of financial security include reduced anxiety. When you have a financial cushion, you no longer have to live in constant fear of unexpected expenses. Greater confidence. Knowing that you are in control of your finances boosts self-esteem and decision-making power. Improved relationships. Financial stress is a leading cause of relationship conflicts. A healthy financial mindset fosters better communication and trust in relationships. More freedom to pursue passions. Without financial burdens, you can focus on personal growth, career aspirations, and experiences that bring fulfillment. Conclusion: money as a tool for empowerment. So to wrap up this lesson, money, when understood and managed wisely, can be a tool for empowerment rather than stress. By unpacking childhood money traumas, recognizing emotional triggers, and cultivating a mindset of abundance, we can redefine our relationship with money. The journey to financial well-being is not just about numbers, it is about shifting our psychological approach to money so that it serves us rather than controls us. When we master the psychology of money, we unlock a life of greater financial freedom, confidence, and peace. It all begins with self-awareness and the courage to rewrite our money story. Your relationship with money isn't just about numbers, it's about mindset, emotions, and the stories you've been telling yourself for years. But the good news? You have the power to rewrite that story. When you change your beliefs, you change your financial reality. What limiting money beliefs have been holding you back? Leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. We're just getting started. In part 3, we dive deeper into the habits and strategies that will help you build lasting financial security. Don't miss out. Hit that like button, tap the share and notification bell, and let's keep transforming the way we think about money together. Stay golden, my friend, and we will see you in the next one.